here, but this is going to be too close.
Beautiful, man.
Oh, I'm going to be too close, so I have to move away.
Colourful word. The adjective is describing.
Well, after this game's done, I think they're going to probably do it. So,
Yeah, then I'll set it up there.
yeah.
Up this way, other way.
Steve.
Well done!
Alright.
Well done, Uni!
Put it in that corner. Sorry to bother you so much.
Sorry about that, dude. I got my stuff over there.
Yeah, no.
Sound check 1, 2, 3, 4. Sound check. Sound check. How am I? Have you got me? Is your camera good now? You turn this way. So I can put this over here. You got all the way there? Perfect. can do that, yeah.
Just because the effects might be right there.
I think it's loaded. I just got to put in my last. The last one. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, are we on? Welcome in to Sunday Night Football. It's New South Wales Women's National Premier League. Tonight, the lights are on for Sydney Uni against Blacktown Spartans out west at Valentine Sports Park. We had a venue change and a late change to the game time, but all that means is that we're on in prime time and you have the best seats in the house. It was going to be cold and wet, but it's cleared up. It's actually quite dry. Perfect conditions for some Sunday night football. Now, two teams lagging near the bottom of the ladder face off in a fight to steer clear of relegation as we enter the final third and the home stretch of the 2024 season. Sydney Uni, they are winless in 4 matches and they've conceded 12 goals over that time, so they'll be really desperate to find the net early in this game. Meanwhile, Blacktown Spartans, they are second from the bottom of the ladder. They need to start winning now if they're to climb out of the danger zone and safe from relegation. My name is Kate Allman. It is a pleasure to be calling the action here in Valentine Sports Park tonight. Women's National Premier League. These are the stars of the future. Of course, many of them already play in the A-League, and we'll see some of those stars out tonight. Of course, Ash Irwin, versatile defender, Central Coast Mariner for Sydney University, and many of these players under Emily Husband, their former coach, have turned into Central Coast Mariners in this team. So make no mistake about Sydney University. Although this season hasn't gone all their way, they have the class, experience, and definitely the history to make their way back up the ladder. Teams just saying their final words before they head out to take the pitch. And our officials today, referees, they are out on the turf already. Samantha Newell, Simon Ashari and Jeffrey Zhang. So Samantha Newell, our referee in the centre of the pitch tonight. Big thank you to her. Sydney University all ready to go in the blue and yellow, and Blacktown Spartans, the visitors on this occasion, in the orange and black. They take their positions and we get set to get this match underway. Of course, last time they met, it was round 6. Uni came away with that 4-1 win against Blacktown. Blacktown hoping to redeem tonight. We're underway. Round 19, Sydney University against Blacktown Spartans in the New South Wales Women's National Premier League. And it's Blacktown with the early touches, trying to make their way forward through traffic. A heading contest in the middle of the field, as Blacktown will get a throw in early. Just have to retrieve the ball first. Minor details. So it will be Sydney Uni, of course. My apologies. Blacktown had the last touch there. Sydney Uni with the first attempt to go forward. It's just booted out by Blacktown. Uni want to go forward, and it's through their striking line. There's a crossing ball on, and that's gone out as well. A chance early for Sydney University. Blacktown make their way out of the danger zone there. So Ava Pritchard it was in that striker line for Sydney University. Trying to string a few passes together. Alyssa Wynnum causing trouble at the front there, the Blacktown Spartan. But this is a chance here for Sydney University. Has to be put away and out of danger. It is by Deanna Corona. Great defence by the Blacktown Spartan. There were strikers coming. And Olivia Vanderlaan for Sydney University was right up there. And that one's just dived on. So early touch for the goalkeeper. Anna Norton, the goalkeeper tonight for Blacktown. Oh, great touch. Bit of an arm wrestle there between Alyssa Wynnum and her defender. Wynnum wins that one for the Spartans. This is Isabel Wilson. Big ball, that's searching for a head. No one finds it though. Sydney Uni end up with it at their feet. It's booted back toward goals, but easy save made by Talia. That's Callahan, my apologies, in goals for Sydney University. And here's a chance now for them to go forward. They don't. Isabel Wilson booted that with a head, in fact, away from danger, but there's still a chance on here. If they go out right, they do. Chance now, 1-on-1 with the keeper, gets it. Oh, what a save! Unbelievable save They go again. They're still backed up in the corner. It's Jamie Bofields. Nearly got around, but didn't quite. Anna Norton already called upon for the Blacktown Spartans in net to make some saves, and she might have to make another one here. That one's just gone out of reach. Jamie Bofields couldn't quite stick her leg out far enough for that. Spartans need to find a way to move out of their defensive quarter. Back into the danger zone, but Alyssa Wynnum, who's been everywhere, gets a foot on it. And so does Deanna Corona. She goes back to the goalkeeper, Norton. Big ball into the centre of the field. Mackenzie was chasing it down, but just out of her reach. Header forward for Sydney Uni into a dangerous area. Someone has to get a foot on it. It's still in contention. Oh, great save. Diving save made by the Spartans keeper, Anna Norton. She's already earned her keep about 3 saves, and that one, impressive. Here they go again. Vanderlaan, who's had plenty of touches. Oh, there's speed on the Blacktown Spartans front line, though. The Jets turn on. Defence holds strong for Sydney Uni. End-to-end stuff at the moment. Trying to find a way out wide. Wynnum wins that little contest, but gives it away as soon as she does. Now there's space and time for Madison Van Dyke. She lets that get away from her, and Blacktown Spartans take evasive action. Just have to send it out into the night sky of Valentine Sports Park. That's a strong ball forward from Jamie Bofields, who ends up with it at her feet once more. Bofields crosses to Hampshire, and through the middle they go down the corridor. That's not going to work out, but it has somehow for Sydney Uni. Neither team managing to control possession for too long at this stage. A couple of looks for Sydney Uni, but this battle for the midfield is intensifying. Latham sends it forward for Blacktown, and that just goes back again. Bofields gets it out wide. The right winger, Annabelle Martin. She's got an overlap coming too. This is good build-up. Van Dyke was on the right and had a chance. There were 3 defenders in the way, though. The orange shirts just swarmed. And that's probably a bit soft. Gave it away in the end. Anna Norton sends a huge ball forward just to find some territory and just to find the feet of this speedster. Rukaya Alfaraja, who absolutely had jets. Got ahead of everyone, but didn't find the space to shoot. Nevertheless, Spartans still in control here. Corona trying to find a way through. Now Sydney Uni, they go back through the feet of Jamie Bofields. She crosses Oh, there's a collision almost. Deanna Corona was coming in hot. Just missed the touch with the feet. Nevertheless, they managed to get back and defend in time. Deanna Corona, impressive effort there. Missed the first tackle and then turned around, got on her bike and managed to break that play down. So it's round 19 here, Women's National Premier League. Both teams really searching for a win. Sydney Uni, the home side, despite being out here in Valentine Sports Park, they have not had a win in 4 matches. They've conceded 12 goals. Last week they lost 4-1 to the Illawarra Stingrays. Blacktown as well had a loss, 3-0 against Manly. But they won the previous week, 2-1 against the Stingrays. So there's some consistency issues for Blacktown. Meanwhile, Sydney seem to be in a bit of a lag in their season. Bofils runs it forward, gets around Carroll, sends it out wide, and that's gone within reach of Charlotte Owen, who has a sliding boot on it to slow down play. Little battle through the midfield. Into space. A possibility. Latham was lurking. She's got absolute speed. Many of these Spartans do. Bowfields just goes back to the goalkeeper, Callahan. Oh, there was a little hand in the back there. Deanna Corona. That's called whistle blown and in favour of Sydney Uni. Now kick from the back here. Maybe a chance to put together a bit of offensive play. Something a little cleaner. I think the coach, Oz Rowley, would be hoping for. String a few passes together. This looks nice. In fact, Vanderland out in space. Nice defence. Scramble by Blacktown Spartans so far has been good. And Isabel Wilson just managed to get right in front in between the goalkeeper and Vanderland. Alpha Raja playing aggressively. She's still putting pressure on. This high press from the striker line of Blacktown Spartans is causing chaos at the back, but it also leaves gaps behind, and that's exactly what Sydney Uni want to exploit now. Jamie Bowfields goes forward. She's got a teammate and loses it again. So Vanderland was up there. Sydney University defensive line. What can they construct from the back? Bowfields harangued by the Blacktown Spartan, Deanna Corona. Gets it away. There's more space now. Maybe a bit of stretch on the wing. Looking for Annabelle Martin. It was intercepted though. Now looking for the striker line that has such pace. Alpha Raja was inches away. The work rate of Rukeya Alfaraja has been so impressive. Here she goes again, always putting pressure on that back line. They are not comfortable at the moment, Sydney Uni, despite having a bit of momentum at the start and a few strikes at goal. Well, here comes another. They just have to send it back Deanna Corona to her goalkeeper. Alfaraja again was in space and in front of goal. Wanted it. Anna Hunt couldn't get rid of it. Instead, they'll have a throw in, but Sydney Uni have had... It was Olivia, sorry. Sydney Uni now have a chance to put all of their defenders back in space. Deanna Corona will throw in. Try to find Faraja. They go all the way back to Wilson. Oh, but it's intercepted. Nicely played by Vanderlaan, who's still got it. Oh, that might be a penalty, a foul. Free kick awarded. Referee Samantha Newell just calling everyone into position. Now, this is a dangerous position. Sydney Uni, they've had a few chances. This might be their best look. Trick play, running pass. There's two defenders in the way, and that'll go wide. Never really had a chance at goal. So Blacktown, what can they respond with? Corona meets the feet of Beaufields, who's been winning plenty of ball back there on the right back. Corona sends it forward. Earns a little bit of territory. They go again. Oliva. Couldn't control it, Krista Oliva, but they're still moving forwards, these Blacktown Spartans. Isabel Wilson collaborates with Chantel Maniti, their captain, the Spartans. There's a chance now. Alfaraj is in again, wanting ball. Can't get away. Sydney Uni, now a chance for Vanderlaan to use her pace. She gets body on shoulder. Goalkeeper has to go up and take that one. Anna Norton. Anna Norton in goals for the Blacktown Spartans. Really working hard. Called upon so many times already. Just as much a key defensive player as she is setting up in terms of that huge kick she's got. Blacktown a chance now. There's space on the left. There was Krista Oliva. Pass wasn't entirely accurate, but here comes Alfaraja to put pressure on. Isabel Wilson bullied by her opposing number, Sid Uni. They're just a bit stronger on the ball at the moment in those 50-50 battles. Annabelle Martin gets a toe on it for Sid Uni, and they gain possession. Sydney University Football Club with a great ball spinning. It was backwards spinning and had to be just booted out of play by Deanna Corona. There's a chance now. Corner kick coming. 18 minutes in, no score yet. About 3 shots on target. Anna Norton's had to have plenty of saves. Crucial touches at the back, the goalkeeper. Here comes the ball. It was a little long for really anyone to get ahead on it. And opportunity gone missing again for Sydney Uni. So Blacktown need to make their way out of danger again. Deanna Corona. They go forward. Latham. Al-Faraj has got it at her feet. Now Latham's in space. There's a chance to shoot. It'll have to be a left boot cross. Al-Faraj had a touch and no one directed it goalward. That's as close as they come. Almost impeccable stuff. Alyssa McKenzie made her way all the way up into the striker line alongside Al-Faraja and just sent it left of the goalpost. One they wish they'd had back, but a nice build-up play. And I think the coaches, Pablo Gonzalez and Nacho Alcaraz, would appreciate that. And Sydney Uni coach, well, he's breathing a sigh of relief that turned into no score. They want us. Oh, there's a collision, heavy clash. Looks accidental, but Sydney Uni player is down on the ground. That's Ava Pritchard. You hate to see it. Oh, it looks it might be Poppy Tay, in fact. So Liv Vanderland, I'm getting confirmation that he's on the ground. Took a heavy collision there. Probably very winded at the least. So Liv Vanderland, their key striker, she gets up. She may need a couple of moments, but it looks like she's okay. It's great to see. Difficult numbers to see the Sydney University numbers, the blue and yellow with the white. Just a little message to anyone designing team shirts, Sydney Uni. Play goes on. Nevertheless, Annabelle Martin ready to set up and restart the action. Little shimmy shake, and they're going to bake it now. Here they go, Sydney Uni. Jamie Bofields with Martin. Now Vanderland wants to get back in the scorer's circle. After that possible little injury. Oh, it's a foot race now up the other end, though. Alyssa McKenzie collaborates with Alpha Raja, and now Christo Oliva gets involved. That's a nice little pass. Clever by the Blacktown Spartans. Faraja! Wow, what a save. That is absolute fingertip stuff, and Hannah Callahan comes up with a clutch play in a clutch moment. End-to-end stuff right now. Both teams with scoring opportunities. Hannah Callahan, take a bow. So the speed of this front line of the Blacktown Spartans is causing havoc. And here it goes again. Christo Oliva goes forward. Here they go. It's a Wynnum. Wynnum in space, of course. The New Zealander plays for the Wellington Phoenix. You do not want to give her an inch. She'll take a mile. Sydney Uni back in possession. Martin. Through the corridor. Can't get through, though. And Charlotte Hampshire works it around on the left-hand side now. A little battle ensues, and they'll get the throw in. The Blacktown Spartans. Big ball forward, goalkeeper's really high. Callahan came all the way out of the box to get a foot to it because Alpha Raja was bearing down, and Alyssa Wynnum now wants to send it goalwards for the Spartans. Bit of ping pong. It goes back out to Deanna Corona and all the way to Anna Norton. Wilson through the centre. Krista Oliva couldn't get, but Alyssa Wynnum could. Here she goes, beats one. Oh, that was tricky, clever play. Just got away from her, Alyssa Wynnum, and really skillful by Maddie Van Dyke. Martin. Both fields, and now back to Callahan. They'll try the left-hand side, the Sydney Uni. Blue and gold just losing a little momentum now as the speed and intensity of this Blacktown Spartans forward line gets to them a little bit. Now, I mentioned Alyssa Wynnum, who's just had a touch now. New Zealander, of course, played for the junior football Ferns, has had a call-up to the seniors, not played or taken the field for the World Cup, but here she goes. Oh, wow, that could be almost a penalty. It was not. Nothing on, said the referee. They'll go the other way as Sydney Uni breathe a sigh of relief and suck it in quickly because attack is on. That's almost perfect, but a little too much heat on it. Little frustration setting in for the Sydney University fans who've seen plenty of chances, but nothing to show for it yet. Blacktown showing the pace. Wynnum couldn't wrangle it. Alpha Raja, neither. Sydney Uni go to their right-hand side, the one they prefer. Jamie Bofields. Little shimmy and shake, beats the defender, sends it into a dangerous area though. A little bit of a wasted opportunity. Sydney Uni will have to collect and go again. Straight through the middle goes the Sydney Uni defensive line. Annabelle Martin on the right side, put it in space for Vanderlaan, and she can't quite reach it. Searching ball into the centre of the field. That one's gone up into the night sky, finds the head of a Spartan and falls at the feet of Wynnum and Van Dyke. Wynnum wins it. Great skills, showing some of her class. And a referee's telling everyone to calm down. It's getting a little bit chippy on Sunday night here at Valentine Sports Park. You can see what this game means to both sides. Neither has been in the winning circle enough. Both nearing the bottom of the ladder. Hoping to get on the scoreboard early is the Blacktown Spartans. Mackenzie couldn't get to it first, and Callahan boots it away once more from the goals. Blacktown, they know one speed and it's fast. Wynnum trying to get on the end of it with Alpha Raja. Oh, that's a dangerous zone as well. Maniti has to get on the end of it. Maniti, the captain, 19 years old, already represents the Philippines national side. The key defender for the Spartans. So 29 minutes on the clock, and so far both teams had a few chances. Sydney Uni with the lion's share, but Blacktown Spartans, their quick counter-attack is really working out, and I wonder if the first goal will fall their way just because it's so unexpected. Bowfield's there battling in the centre field. Blacktown come away with it. Alpha Raja with pace. Alpha Raja one-on-one, got to shoot now. Great save made, Callahan. Unbelievable. Callahan called on once and now called on twice to save the day. She has done. Tried to nutmeg the keeper, and Callahan said, "You're not coming in here." Alpha Raja might even have stretched a hammy or hurt herself some way. She put real pace on as she approached the goal, and now looks like she's clutching her left ankle, so will receive some treatment now. We hope she's okay because she is electric to watch. So while we wait for Alpha Raja, she'll just go off. We might take a look at the ladder of the women's New South Wales National Premier League. APL Leichhardt FC, they are right on top. MacArthur Rams second at this stage, and Sydney Olympic third, with Illawarra Stingrays and Northern Tigers nipping at the ankles of the top three. These two teams far further down the ladder at the moment. Sydney University in 11th, Blacktown in 13th. Of course, 14 teams. The bottom two face relegation at the end of the season, and we are 2/3 of the way through this season of 2024. Wynnum is going to try and change the narrative here for the Spartans. That's a beautiful ball out wide to the right. No defenders in the way. Shifts it forward in front of Mackenzie. Mackenzie's got options in the box. Mackenzie goes herself instead. She's got pace and she's got the step. Yeah, just loses it though. Can't find a pass. Good defence by Sydney University. So Blacktown will have to recover all the way back to their goalkeeper, Anna Norton, and high pressure coming from Vanderlaan. Forced the pass early. She's still working. Krista Oliva. Nice pass to Faraja. Oliva cannot get on it though. There was really good strong work by Sydney Uni to win the 50-50 ball. Sydney Uni now with a chance out in space. Big ball. That's just sailed over the crossbar. Almost looked like it was going to fall down, but the spin was not quite correct. A yellow card as well being shown by the referee. All kinds of drama here at Valentine Sports Park. It might be time for some reinforcements. In fact, the bench players are warming up on the sideline. Looks like the Blacktown Spartans are going to inject some fresh legs to spur something. .50-50 battle won by Sydney Uni. Going forward once more. They'll go back to Annabelle Martin first. And Martin has great vision. Found a player. Vanderlaan had a strike and it didn't quite have enough pepper on. Almost looked like she could have taken a couple of steps forward. Defence seemed to float away from her. Anna Norton clears it once more. Accidental handball. A few players calling for it. Was not, well, it was spotted in the end by the referee, Samantha Newell. Coach Osreali of the Sydney University Football Club shouting directions from the bench. That's a nice ball straight to Vanderland. If anyone they need out in front of the goals, it's her. Pressure on the defence now. They have to go back to Callahan. She sends it back into the middle of the field. Nice header by Vanderland. Van Dyke, ball at her feet. What can she do? Deep in the corner, defenders have to work. Booted out of trouble by Alyssa McKenzie. Sydney Uni will get a throw in. It was almost a corner kick, not quite. Wynnum battling for it. Gets out and gets ahead, but sends it over the sideline. All kinds of traffic to get through for Sydney Uni. Scrambling defence by Blacktown has worked out. Alyssa Wynnum spinning, turning, pirouetting through. Manages to find space, but loses possession, and that's gone really deep. Almost a crowd goal. It landed on top of the netting. From our position here in the stands, it was almost looked like it was going in. But Anna Norton once more will retrieve it from behind the baseline. Still 0-0 here on Sunday night at Valentine Sports Park. It could not be tighter. Plenty of action as well. Strikes and shots on both sides of the pitch. Net has not been found yet, but it's coming. Nice throw forward for the Spartans. Latham couldn't control it, but they do get it ahead. And Alfaraja in a foot race. You hate to be against her. They've got to back up now. Find a way through the middle. Wynnum couldn't get her feet on it. Instead, Sydney Uni take control. That's Capet and Nellis. Capet and Nellis nearly wins it. Meets the defender, though. Heavy collision taken by Oliva. And both teams just breathe out for a moment. Martin goes back to go forward. She'll receive it again here. Maybe take a sideline run. She does so, finds the feet of a teammate, and that's just sent out. Frustration possibly setting in by Ava Pritchard. Big throw forward from the Spartans, and it ends up gaining them a lot of ground. Deanna Corona, impressive strength to get it all the way up there and at the feet of a Sydney Uni player. Receives another throw in a dangerous position now. Corona at the feet of Krista Oliva, goes back to Corona, and they go all the way back to Wilson. Wilson trying to direct some play now into the danger zone. Lurking was McKenzie, and now Wynnum. Wynnum, strike, save once more. Hannah Callahan, 3 from 3. There'll be a corner kick, and the Spartans looking more dangerous now in the final minutes of this first half. 5 minutes to go, regulation. Sending shivers down the spines of this defensive line for Sydney Uni. Here comes the kick. It's perfectly placed, right at the feet of the goalkeeper, but right to the hands, of course, the safe hands of Hannah Callahan. Dives upon it, and that's 4. Now Callahan, it's a battle of the goalkeepers at the moment. Who can outshine the other? Both putting an impressive display of goalkeeping on at either end of the pitch. Ball forward. Spartans try to take another bite at the apple. Some aerial ping pong ensues. Vanderland couldn't quite get a handle on it. And the crowd getting involved now too. Big throw in from Martin. Chance to turn and go. Van Dyke met with the defender. Has to go back to go forward. And they try the other side, Sydney University. So many orange shirts in the way. Van Dyke really had a chance to turn and go quickly, but this might be a second chance now. Long strike, and that's straight to Anna Norton. Got to get up a little earlier to get around Anna Norton. In fact, either of these goalkeepers. Huge boot on Anna Norton. Searching ball forward. Callahan will pick that up. Not in a massive hurry to play on. Al-Faraj is still putting that high pressure on. The press from the Blacktown Spartans is obviously getting in the heads of Sydney University. But Annabelle Martin, well, you won't get in her head. She had space out wide. No one gave it to her. Now she'll get it, though. Martin gives it away just as soon as she had a handle on it. Krista Oliva dived on it. Al-Faraja might just turn and go. She can't because Jamie Bofils is in the way. Sydney Uni, quick transition. Oh, 2 players down. I think it was clean. The referee's considering whether to blow a whistle. Doesn't. Go back to Callahan. 0-0. Valentine Sports Park. Sydney University against the Blacktown Spartans, and it's getting increasingly chippy. Intense. Halftime couldn't come faster. But one of these teams wants to score before that. Capet Ellis takes a run, and Martin helps her out. That one's nicely placed. In fact, Van Dyke has to get on her bike. It's going to go too far, in fact. Martin, crossing ball into the danger zone. Lovely receive and turn, and nearly get the shot away. She can't. The defense was absolutely impeccable. Stand up and take a bow, Alyssa McKenzie. And receives the free as well. Ended up flat on the floor. Just body on the line. What a defender. Now Anna Norton directing traffic from the back. Meets the head of Sydney University shirt. Here comes Van Dyke. Uses Martin first. Martin. Centering ball. So many orange shirts surrounding, though. They have to go back to get out into space again. Van Dyke. Lovely little touch there for Vanderland, who crosses but meets the feet of a defender. And they'll try to force a corner kick. Unfortunately, goes the way of the Orange defenders. But a nice attempt. Norton. Martin, strong header, sends it back into the blender. Not to the advantage of her team, though. Oliva wants to put it to the advantage of Alpha Raja, who's still calling for it out front. Bit of work to do to get there, though. Good defence by Sydney Uni once more. Capatan Ellis gets involved with Wilson, but in the end, Wilson wins that free kick to the Blacktown Spartans. So 45 minutes have passed. Half-time is coming, but not before a couple more attacks. And you'd think Blacktown would love to get on the scoreboard before Sydney University. Alpha Raja would love to make that happen. That won't do it. Sends it up into the sky. Alyssa Wynnum showing skills. Moves through 2-3 players. Out to the advantage of the Blacktown Spartans. This might be it. Krista Oliva centering ball way too high. It's ping-ponging around. And it just rolls out across the sideline. It will still be the advantage of the Blacktown Spartans. Can they find the net before halftime? Alpha Raja wants to make something happen. Got to get through the wall of blue and yellow first. They've scattered all throughout the box. Going to make it really tough for the Spartans. Spartans might consider going back out and around, but Alyssa Wynnum does that. 1-2 punch. Alpha Raja can't control it. And there might be a counter-attack now for Sydney University. Vanderland's out ahead. They hit her, they do. Vanderland. Got to make up time and space. Defence is coming. Lovely crossing ball. Defend had it, but it's still at the feet of Annabelle Martin. Martin takes a strike. Crosser. That was dangerous. And a lovely place ball by Annabelle Martin. That will see us out into halftime. And what a way to finish the half. End-to-end football here at Valentine Sports Park for round 19 of the Women's New South Wales National Premier League. Stay with us. Second half coming right up. We'll take a short break and be back with you. It's really hard to see. It's so far away. I need my binoculars. And the pole, yeah. The uni shirts are so hard.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I comment about the white against the blue and yellow.
Can't tell.
That's like basic graphic design, right?
Come on, man.
What is that? Is that a 4 or 1?
It's a 4, it's 49. It makes it very hard, especially when they're very far away. Like, we're not right on the sideline here, so anyway.
sort of like in my legs, and my legs didn't get tight. I never got anything. So I feel like that's all.
get into it. Yeah, put this over there. Yeah. Oh, they're doing that. We got a bit of time, I think. Welcome back to Valentine Sports Park. It is Sydney University first grade up against Blacktown Spuns in the Women's National Premier League. It has been an exciting match to say the least. Both sides through the first half having a plethora of shots and their goalkeepers absolutely the standouts so far. Hannah Callahan for the Sydney University and Anna Norton for the Blacktown Spartans. Callahan making about 3 incredible diving saves to keep the scoreline locked at 0-0 as we restart for the second half. Our referee Samantha Newell on the field. Sydney University in the blue and gold to kick us off. So second half underway. 0-0 is the scoreboard. And the Women's New South Wales National Premier League. The Spartans, well, they are searching for a win. They are second from the bottom of the ladder. Meanwhile, Sydney University, they have had 4 games with no wins. A draw a couple of weeks ago. But other than that, all in the red column. Both sides would love to get a win here tonight. Sydney University in 11th place. Only 4 points ahead of Blacktown. And Blacktown, if they can get 3 points tonight, well, they'll go up into equal second or next to UNSW FC, depending on goal difference. So what can they conjure up? Sydney University in their defensive half right now, trying to create some opportunities further up the field. Vandela, oh, that's awkward fall there. The 2 players in the centre, almost a card, not quite. Samantha Newell awards the free to the Blacktown Spartans. And Maniti, the captain, steps up to take it. Chantel Maniti, player for the Philippines national side, 19 years old. Huge boot into the top of the box. Into a dangerous area. Can't get on the end of it. Spartans still with a chance here. Alyssa Wynnum was lurking, and here comes Mackenzie. Foot race, got to get in front. Beat the defence. Mackenzie! The first goal falls for the Blacktown Spartans just 2 minutes into the second half, and it comes off the boot of Alyssa Mackenzie. An incredible build-up play, an incredible goal. Just took the opportunity, saw net, and met the net with ball. Incredible. 1-0 here at Valentine Sports Park, and the heat has just turned up. Sydney Uni, time to respond. They go through the centre of the field. There's so much traffic in the way. Orange shirts everywhere. That won't work out for them. Hoof it forward instead to Vanderlaan. And it has to be put out of danger by Maniti. Vanderlaan, a speedster at the front. Wears 2 different coloured boots, one pink, one yellow. You don't want to give her an inch of space. And at the front for Blacktown, they've got a really fast striker line. Alfaraja, who's chasing that one down. Alfaraja out in space. Alfaraja just has to finish and misses. Oh my goodness. It could have been 2-0 She did all the hard work, got behind the keeper, and somehow sprayed that to the right of the goalpost. That's a moment she will want back. Rukaya Alfaraja, who's been incredible all game, really deserved the goal. Now it's end-to-end for Sydney Uni. Chased down by the striker line with pace. Capatanellis sends it way behind the goals. That was never going across. She'd hoped to find a player in front, and Vanderland was there. So Anna Norton, the goalkeeper for the Spartans, just picks it up. With a 1-goal lead, the Spartans got to defend that lead for a whole half, though. So plenty of time for Sydney University to get back into the game. 1-goal deficit. It's been a really hotly contested match, and I think this heat just gone up a bit. Alyssa Wynnum turned up the temperature. Defence holds strong for Sydney Uni. Controlled at the back there by Jamie Bofields. Through the centre. Van Dyke, nice pass. Vanderlaan. Out wide now. Sydney University a chance. Capatanellis put it in space. Booted away by the defence. Here comes the throw in. Spartans got to it first. Alfaraja with a clever touch around the defender. Chested down by Capatanellis. And they'll go the other way now. Hogan. Long ball to the corner and put out of danger by the Spartans. So Sydney Uni still in control here. Picked up the pace just a little bit. Big ball forward, looking for a striker's foot on the end, and it's crossed in front of the goal again. How did that happen? Chance taken away by the defence. Blacktown Spartans now on the counter. Alyssa McKenzie, the goal scorer, wants another. So just a moment ago, Capatanellis in front of the goal. The strike just going across the face, spinning out with no score. And that has been the story of the night so far for Sydney University. Plenty of opportunities, but nothing to show for it. And in the end, Blacktown Spartans 1-0 up here early in the second half. But that will not stop their attempts and their attack. Sydney University Pritchard, nice turn. Gets it back to Kirby, and they get it back all the way to the back line. Bofields goes to the right side for Sydney University. Ball forward, Vanderlaan wants to get in front and in behind those defenders. Hasn't been able to just yet. Nice little chip. Found the head of Isabel Wilson, though. Wilson sent it out of danger. Now it's in the corner for Sydney Uni. There's got to be a cross. It comes through, but it's booted away by the Spartans. They try the left-hand side. Bit more space out here. Back to go forward. Capatanellis. Strong defence. Both sides searching for a way through traffic at the moment. Goes into the air. Under the lights, Sydney Western Suburbs, Valentine Sports Park, a beautiful arena for some Sunday night football action. And this one's gone into a dangerous zone. Goalkeeper manages to get on the end of it first. Sydney Uni, they'll go around the back. Capenellis goes back inside. This is better. Need to build up some play here. Takes a run inside. That's good. That's a good line. Capenellis has to get behind and does so. A long distance goal. Capenellis. Something out of absolutely nothing, and the scoreline suddenly is 1-1. Sydney Uni back in the game. Well, if anyone was going to score for the Sydney University Football Club, it was likely to be Talia Cabanella. She is the top goal scorer for the team. She's got 7 on the season, and scratch that out and make it 8. 1-1. Blacktown Spartans hoping to resurrect their season, and Sydney University playing for pride and more points to get further up the ladder late in the season. Capatinellis, the goal scorer, once more sends it to the advantage of her teammate Vanderlaan. Can't get on the end of it. Anna Norton rolls it away. Headers through the centre of the field now. The turn and go by Pritchard. Just a misplaced pass there, and that was some heavy contact. Unfortunately, Alfaraja came in a little too hot. And the Sydney University defence can breathe a sigh of relief. Finally, the strikers get a reward for all their effort. Wynnum. Callahan, ball at her feet. Goalkeeper who's made impressive saves early in the match. Sydney Uni want to get another. They've got the momentum now. Wynnum, the New Zealander, the Football Fern squad member. Back into a central zone. Wynnum gets a touch on it. Nearly steals it away. Capatinellis sends it back into the centre. And Martin. Here's a chance now for Alfaraja, who missed one earlier. She's got to get in front of the defence, and that was an interesting move, and it's booted in anyway! It was finished, but there was a whistle before the finish. And a yellow card indeed. Alfaraja receives it. There was definitely contact, but which way the contact came from is disputed. So that will not count. Despite the incredible follow-up run by Carroll. A bit of drama here on Sunday night in the New South Wales Women's National Premier League. 1-1 is still the scoreline, and that makes it interesting. In fact, this is interesting again. Blacktown Spartans have to go back to their goalkeeper, Anna Norton. Sydney Uni pounce, though, and here's a chance to strike. And that one's gone across the face of goal once more. Vanderlaan had to get a toe on it at the post. No one at the back post. And that's happened a few times this game. So Anna Norton in goals. Has let one in, but been a wall apart from that. Sydney Uni intercept in the centre of the field. Alyssa Wynnum ensures it comes the way of the orange shirts, but it's sent back and into the right-hand zone. There's plenty of space out there. It's booted away again. Deanna Corona. Sydney Uni building up through the midfield. The blue and yellow wave edging to the left-hand side of the field now. This is their good side. The goal scorer, Capatton Ellis, the top scorer of their side. 8 goals on the season now. Had one just earlier. Did it all herself and wants to do this herself too. Capatton Ellis running through traffic. It's tipped out instead by the Sydney University. Mackenzie tipped it out and now it's kicked away again. Alfaraja tried to get ahead. Ball in now, trying to find Alfaraja. Instead, it falls the way of the blue and gold. Chaos in the centre, in the middle of the field. A bit of back and forth. Sydney Uni. Jamie Bofields wants to set this play up again from the back. There's space out on that right corner. There always is, but they're always being chased down by Deanna Corona. Corona in defence for the Blacktown Spartans has been an absolute wall. Vanderlaan goes back. That's a little heavy of a touch. Capatton Ellis has to use skills. Turn and go. Bofields. Got to get a cross in now. Crossing. Vanderlaan's gone up for the header. It's falling and falls at the knees and the feet of Anna Norton. Blacktown Spartans. Last line of defence holds strong once more. And she sends it into the night sky under lights at Valentine Sports Park. For her striker, Alfaraja, to jump on it. And that's gone out off a Sydney University foot, I thought. No, it'll be a goal kick. Callahan, the goalkeeper for Sydney University. Increasingly physical contest in the middle of the field here. Latham was chasing that down for the Blacktown Spartans. There's no rush for Sydney University to throw this in. They do get it away now. Stretch is the call from the bench. It's what they need, both upwards and sidewards. The stretch has not been great. Wynnum. Stretching it to the right-hand side. It's intercepted. And Sydney University take off. They're so good at the counter-attack. What previously was the skill and the weapon of the Blacktown Spartans has been weaponised by Sydney University against them. On the right-hand side, has to get through. Deanna Corona does so, gets around. Corona's still there, haranguing. Great defence, had a foot right in the way at the right time. And a substitution being made for Sydney Uni FC. On comes Amelia Feeney. So Amelia Feeney on for Sydney Uni as they're in a enticing position up the field. Throw in for Sydney University Football Club. And booted away, Deanna Corona. Just a little mistake there because it'll give them a corner kick, Sydney Uni. So the scoreline 1-1. Both teams with their share of chances. The momentum swinging. First half was an absolute arm wrestle. And the second half just got very interesting. Capatton Ellis will kick it in. Players in the box, and that's spun around to the side of the net. Hannah Norton, the goalkeeper for the Spartans, will jog over and collect that. And just breathe out once more. So the Blacktown Spartans would love a win tonight. Second last from the bottom of the ladder. And of course, last year they fought hard to retain their spot in this league. Almost faced relegation. Alyssa Wynnum has been a shot in the arm, and there she is again, the A-League player. They've got a couple of stars, junior Matildas. All the pieces of the puzzle to make for an impressive side. Sydney University, the legacy of the uni club, of course, so strong historically. Not the season they've wanted this year, but you know they'll be back and anything can happen. Still a few rounds to go, round 19 here. A foot race in the corner. Defensive Deanna Corona has been outstanding all match. And she's got real pace. It's such a weapon to have a fast, speedy defender at the back to match the pace of what are usually quick strikers. And the big boot of Anna Norton with accuracy as well. Alpha Raja tries to control it, cannot. Both teams claiming it's theirs. Owen, throw in, receives it back. Looks for another option through the midfield. Carroll sent it out wide. Corona's got to go collect. She does so. Really, the pace just slipped out of bounds. Little ball forward. Van Dyke couldn't get a toe on it. Alpha Raja comes away with it. Turn, spin, and that's a nice ball to her teammate Charlotte Owen, who had space to run into but could not control it. Alpha Raja putting pressure on. Followed up by her teammate Mackenzie. High ball forward. Kirby gets it back. Fresh legs, Amelia Feeney. And now Callahan with a powerful kick into the center of the field. It falls in a friendly way for the gold and blue. McKenzie try to get to Alpha Raja. And it'll be a throw-in for the Blacktown Spartans. Charlotte Owen kicked away and it falls at the feet of Vanderlaan, and then Kapatin Ellis. Kapatin Ellis has got pace as well. She's got space and she takes it. Booting ball, the strike straight to the hands though of Anna Norton and rolls it away. Not far enough, you'd think. Fortunately, her defensive line managed to get away and get space for Alpha Raja at the other end of the pitch. Alpha Raja touched out of bounds. The strike was never really going in, but the attempt for a corner kick was great. This puts them in a little space of opportunity, the Blacktown Spartans. They can wedge their way in here. Still scoreline at 1-1, 70 minutes on the clock. A handy goal indeed. Bodies collecting in front of the goal mouth. Here comes the kick and it's squandered. Opportunity gone begging there. It would have been the right time for a second goal. Nevertheless, still deadlock on Sunday night in the Women's New South Wales Premier League. Two clubs so desperate for wins. Maniti tries to get it out of danger for the Spartans. Instead, Sydney University come away with it. Chance to go forward through Kirby. Kapatin Ellis turned and lost it. Now it's gone back. Feeney sends it to her goalkeeper. Kapatin Ellis. Oh, slippery on the pitch. Two players down. Play goes on, though, and that's fallen into space for Vanderlaan. Vanderlaan can't edge out her defender. Spartans telling each other we need to lift, and it feels like Sydney University just edging out with the momentum in the past couple of minutes. Duggan. That was Kirby, my apologies. Crossing ball now for Sydney Uni. It's got to stay in. It won't. Now Anna Norton in goals. Blacktown in really dangerous position here. That's a lovely cross by Kapatin Ellis. Got to find someone. No one at the back post. Where was the support? Kapatin Ellis has been creating opportunities left, right and centre, but there needs to be someone on that back post. And I wonder if that's what the coaches of the Spartans will be saying from the sideline. Pablo Gonzalez and Nacho Alcaraz. Of course, Alcaraz new to the team. Vanderlaan knees it down to her own space. Finds it out in the corner. Nice little rollover. High ball in. Nearly finds a head. Doesn't. Spartans get out of it. Danger. And out of a jam. Throw in for the Spartans. Deep in their defence. Oh, Kapatin Ellis was ready to pounce. They do so. Vanderlaan now got players at her back. Has to go backwards to go forwards. And the strike was well high. That sails into no man's land above the goal. Anna Norton in goals for the Spartans. Huge booting ball forward. Just trying to find territory. Oh, heavy contact there. Chantel Maniti, the captain of the Spartans, should know better. And gives away a free. That was dangerous. So now it's Sydney Uni in a dangerous spot with a free kick. They line up. Here comes the kick. Booted away by the Spartans. Now a heading contest ensues out to the right side. That's fallen kindly for Latham. Alfaraja tried to find it, lost it. Owen on the shoulder, and now Sydney Uni player ends up on the floor. Kapatton Ellis, the goal scorer. She gets up quickly. She looks to be okay. Kirby's thrown it in. Kirby touches it inwards again. But it's taken away by the Spartans. Carroll, lovely ball out wide to Krista Oliva. Oliva has to find a teammate inside. Wynnum was there. Couldn't find her. Counter-attack for Sydney Uni. Everyone's letting go of possession. Both sides getting a little frantic here in the second half. A little tired and a little frustrated, both sides of the pitch. And it looks like there'll be some substitutions made. Number 17, Brittany Duggan for the Blacktown Spartans is warming up on the sideline. And this is a dangerous bounce. Callahan with the clutch gloves once more. Clutches it out of danger and out of reach of Alfaraja. And sends it forward. Tried to find Kapatton Nellis. Instead, goes out to the right-hand side. Sydney Uni, they go back to go forward. Bowfields. The turn and go. Oh, that's just fallen really kindly for Wynnum, who's got such incredible skills. The step was so good. Contact there. All clear, said the referee. Kapatton Ellis finds space on the left wing. Kapatton Ellis been chased down by Alfaraja. Referee said the free will go the way of the Blacktown Spartans, which is an interesting call. And certainly some of the spectators here don't agree with it. Alfaraja came in from behind, but she has got pace, so managed to save the day all the way from the front line. Came back into defence to slow down and mow down the goal scorer. Two strikers in a one-on-one battle. Enthralling. Alyssa Wynnum, speaking of enthralling, once more tries to turn and go, but loses it. Tried to be a little too clever. Kapatton Ellis receives on the left wing once more. Crossing ball in and touched away just in time by Maniti. The captain's save there. That was a beautiful ball by Kapatton Ellis. Not only a goal scorer, but assist with some class. Had that gone in. So a corner kick now for Sydney Uni. Chance to go one up. Dangerous spot out the back post. Finally someone was there, but fighting for space with the defence. Annabelle Martin almost got up in time. Now just words being exchanged by the referee, Samantha Newell. It has been a physical contest, undoubtedly. Both sides, plenty of collisions and contact. Annabelle Martin just receiving some advice there from Samantha Newell. And an interchange just been made. So Brittany Duggan has come on for the Blacktown Spartans, and off comes Isabel Wilson, who's put in an absolute shift. Duggan with fresh legs for Spartans. Heading contest in the centre. Patton Ellis, who else comes up with it? Kirby tried to get in front, booted away by the defence. Big throw in. Alyssa Wynnum bodied off the ball though. Really great defence by Amelia Feeney. Off the bench for Sydney University. The turn and go. Space in the centre. Who let that happen? So much time in the centre there for Jamie Bofields. Instead, gives it away. Afterburners go on. Spartans with a little chance at a counter-attack, and it's just end-to-end at the moment. Sydney Uni now in space, crossing ball at Vanderland. Vanderland had it, lost it. Brittany Duggan with a goal-saving kick away. Neither team wants to slow down at any moment here. 10 minutes of regulation to go. Scores locked, 1-1. Both teams battling to stay off the bottom of the ladder. Relegation at stake. And the further we go into this 2024 season, the more desperate they become. The further we go into this game, the more desperate both sides have become. Touched out of bounds off the back line by a Sydney University player. So it'll be a goal kick. Anna Norton really wants to calm things down and start to create a structured build-up. One of the strongest goal kicks you'll see, Anna Norton. To be ahead underneath that is to be brave. Sydney Uni long strike. Norton has to jump. It's outside the posts, but Norton did have to make a jumping save. Couldn't reach it. Impressive strike from distance. Back into the blender from Norton. Alyssa Wynnum finds it at her feet. Alfaraja turns to go forward. Of course she does. Here come the fresh legs of Despina Vasiladius. Wynnum. Alfaraja chases it down. She's got Vasiliadis in the goal square and just loses her footing and loses control. Kirby comes away with it. Great defence by Sydney Uni. Team defence. Capatton Ellis helped out. Alfaraja's way offside there. Has to come back into the field of play and can get involved again now. Kirby got a turn before she arrives. Capatton Ellis goes inside. Lovely cutting line. She just knows exactly where to go. Bofields goes back to go forward. Van Dyke send it out wide. There's a centering ball. Bofields can't control it. Alyssa Wynnum with the fancy footwork goes back into the attacking player position. Oh, just taken away there. I think that was all ball. Capatton Ellis finds room to move and get Vanderlaan out in space. It's got to be booted away by Maniti. Philippines international, the captain for the Blacktown Spartans. Here comes Sydney Uni. What can they conjure up? Less than 10 on the clock of regulation. Step over was clever. Capatton Ellis. If anyone can make something happen, she can. Already scored one. The top goal scorer for the side. Kirby feeds it. No one there. And it's just booted away by the defensive Spartans. Alfaraja finds space and room to move, to gallop in fact. Alfaraja crosses to the fresh legs of El Despinita. It's in the back of the net. Despina Vasiliadis. Despina Vasiliadis, the goal scorer, off the bench and straight into the scoring circle for the Blacktown Spartans. With just over 5 minutes on the clock, they go one up here on Sunday night, the final game of the round 19, New South Wales National Premier League, and a win is finally within their grasp. Vasiliadis take a bow, and the feed as well from her teammate Alfaraja was impeccable. Nothing the goalkeeper Callahan could do about it. Spinning move now. Sydney University want to go end to end. It's their turn to respond. Big booting ball forward. Vanderlaan had a header on it. Kapatinellis had a left boot strike, but in the way was Charlotte Owen. It was Owen in the way for the Blacktown Spartans defence with a crucial kick. But there'll be a corner kick now for the University Football Club. Now Spartans one up. Opportunity. The goalkeeper went down, missed the save. And Anna Norton, the goals, looks to be in a bit of pain and a spot of bother. She went really high to try and get a touch on, and fortunately the kick was sailing wide of the post. But a heavy landing on the AstroTurf. I wonder if this is a little opportunity to wind that clock down. Just 4 minutes on the clock for regulation time. Spartans with their second lead of the match. They scored first. Uni responded. And they've just scored again from their bench player, Despina Vasiliadis, whose fresh legs really injected some pace into that front line. Of course, the equation for both sides is simple. A win tonight was overdue for both. Last time they met, Sydney Uni were the victors. They won 4-1 against Spartans at Blacktown Football Park. But tonight has been an entirely different story. Well matched across the park and across all minutes. As play resumes, the corner kick comes in from Kapatinellis. A dangerous ball. We'll replay that one as it's just gone off the back line from the Spartans. Kapatinellis sends it in. This one's good. It's gone over the top, and a crowd goal as it lands on the top of the net. Nothing for the scoreboard, but certainly some excitement here on the sidelines. Anna Norton breathes out. Would love to take away a win on their Sunday night outing to Valentine Sports Park. Norton sends it forward. High header for Kapatinellis, and Kirby has to follow up. Send that one into the crowd on the sideline. So the Spartans will take the throw in, and absolutely no rush to do so. Charlotte Owen, who was a crucial saviour earlier in the game in defence. got a touch in between striker's line and her goal, and one of the many crucial saves that the defensive Spartans have made this game. Charlotte Owen to send it forward and in to the attacking zone. Fast is the only speed the Blacktown Spartans striker line seem to know, and they play by it. Altharaja, Vasiliadis, all of them really pacey attackers. Owen sends it forward. Feeney had a foot on it, and now Sydney University have a chance to respond. The minutes are ticking down. They know they have to get it up into their goal square. Heavy contact. Van der Laan clashed with Carroll. Carroll awarded the free in that instance, and Charlotte Owen will take it. Owen. Ball forward finds the Sydney University head. Across the park, into a dangerous zone again. Vasiliadis was there, but there's a counter-attack now. Sydney University got to go and got to go fast. Martin in the corner, deep. And Spartans happy to send it over the back line for another corner kick. Now, 90 minutes has just ticked over. We are into injury time now, folks. And the desperation just went up a notch for Sydney University. Capatton Ellis, crossing ball, quick one. Falls in front of the goal. Anna Norton got 2 fists to it, but couldn't clutch hold of it. So another chance. Capatton Ellis plays quick. Sends it right in front of goal. Couldn't get a header on it. That might have been the chance they needed. Amelia Feeney jumped a little too early. And the Spartans in absolutely no rush to take this. Brittany Duggan passes it over to the goalkeeper, Norton, who's been outstanding all game. Really a display of the finest goalkeeping of National Premier League, you'll see. Strong boot forward. That'll put it out of danger for now. Bowfields tried to control it. Martin now. Up the right sideline for Sydney Uni. Being harangued by orange shirts. Forward for Van der Laan. Capatton Ellis is lurking. Wynnum comes away with it. Trying to find space, but doesn't find an orange shirt. Sydney Uni still going. Injury time. Set over the sideline. A throw-in coming for Sydney University. This might be their final foray into the goal square. Need to get a result. Vasiliadis comes away with it for the Blacktown Spartans, and she's got players coming at pace to help her out. Mackenzie was there, lost it though. Now Sydney Uni, a chance to respond. Corona has to get rid of it, does so. New ball comes in. Sydney Uni's bench is saying we should play quickly. And the physios come out onto the field as well. Spartan player just receiving some treatment, and Sydney Uni's bench are not happy about the time being taken. I think the referee will allow at least one more bit of play. However, this is interesting timing. Can't quite make out who it is that's on the floor for Blacktown, but we hope they're okay. gets a hand up, and it may be the captain, Chantel Maniti. Looks to be. It is Chantel Maniti, Philippines international and a star of this Spartans side. She's given the thumbs up. She's all clear. She'll take a couple of moments, and this corner kick is about to be played. Maniti's gone off, in fact. And on comes Isabella Preston for the final play of the game. Throw in. Still with Sydney Uni. Through traffic. Crossing ball. Danger zone. Have to get on the end of it and make something happen now. Now or never for Sydney University. Amelia Feeney wants to create. Still working for it. Van Dyke had it on her feet. Now Capatan Ellis, the goal scorer earlier. Capatan Ellis. Crossing ball and just to Anna Norton's clutches. She wants to slow it down now. Referees are looking at their clocks, their watches. It might be just about over. Booted forward again to the advantage of the striker line. Vasiliadis for Spartans. Alfaraja has to control it now. Followed up by Mackenzie. Vasiliadis, now Mackenzie. Mackenzie out wide. Long strike, may as well. Couldn't get past the keeper, Callahan. Callahan sends it forward right into the middle of the pitch. This might be their last chance. Pritchard had it, lost it. Desperation for Sydney University. A deficit of 1 goal. If they could just score, it would be a draw and much needed. But Blacktown within reach of a win. There's calls for the ball to be exchanged. A new ball quickly. Instead, one of the officials from Sydney University races over to get it. Kirby, throw in to the feet of Vanderlaan. Alfaraja, the striker, to Wynnum. Kirby now will have... No, in fact, it will go to Blacktown Spartans for a throw-in. And that'll do it. Ball kicked up into the night sky under the lights of Valentine Sports Park. That is the end of it. An absolute thriller for your Sunday night Women's New South Wales National Premier League. An arm wrestler for the first half, Sydney Uni and Spartans from Blacktown 0-0 at halftime, but the Spartans, they came out firing in the second half. 1 goal early. Sydney Uni levelled it up, but then it was Despina Vasiliadis, the goal scorer and the match winner for the Blacktown Spartans here on Sunday night, round 19. That closes out the round of the Women's National Premier League, and what a way to do it. The Blacktown Spartans, they were 13 on the ladder. They'll move up, tied equally with 12th. UNSW and Sydney University, they stay in 11th. So the Spartans are coming is the message for all the other teams in the competition. They have shown what they can do, and with such a pacey front line, there's plenty more to come. That's all from us here at Valentine Sports Park. It's been an absolute pleasure calling the action. My name's Kate Allman. Thanks for joining us for this thriller, and we hope to see you next week. Remember, you can catch all of the games on NPL TV on YouTube and tune in to all the socials for all of the news. Have a great night, Sydney, and everyone tuning in around the country, and we'll see you next week for more action from the New South Wales Women's National Premier League.